everybody. The sun is poking up over the clouds out there on the horizon. We've got most of our stuff packed. Still got to take down our home. But it is a little windy, so we're using that as a windbreak while we made our coffee. So So we got about 12 miles to go today to Tennessee 91, where we will meet my sister and her spouse, and we will spend the evening doing whatever, probably washing clothes and eating. And then hopefully I can get them to walk with us a little bit tomorrow before they have to go back to South Carolina. And so we'll finish packing here in a second. We'll finish drinking our coffee, and then we'll get to walking. Coming up to the McQueen Knob shelter. This is one of the original shelters on the AT, and not really in use anymore, or at least everything you read guides advise you against staying in it. It's got a definite lean to it, but I guess there's room for two. They say only in emergency. I know that people from time to time do stay in it, probably more for the nostalgia than anything else. Yeah, cool. No idea when it was made, but like I said, it's acknowledged as one of the oldest ones still standing on the trail. So a little bit of AT history there. Got to kind of look through the trees, but this is the view directly across from the McQueen Knob shelter. No water at the shelter, so back in the day, I guess you had to bring it in. But man, they definitely built it in a place where it had a great view. Oh yeah, you know I can't resist videoing these stone walls. Just every time I see it, I think of the back-breaking work somebody put in to put that there. Wow. right, well, we're closing in on our last 3 miles. Just had lunch with Klingon and Wicked at the Double Spring Shelter. Two guys, probably mid-60s, just fun to be around. Only doing about 10 miles a day because that's really all their health will allow them to do. But they're loving it. They're just loving being out here, loving hiking, and so it's always great to be around people with passion. You know, passion is contagious, so you're around people with passion, it bleeds off on you. So yeah, good time. And funny sign on there, shelter built in 1960. That was kind of surprising. But then as well, the pack out your trash or burn it. And then the burning part is etched out because, of course, that's taboo. Now, leave no trace. Pack it in, pack it out. You don't burn it. I remember when we was kids, and we burned a lot of stuff, but we don't do it anymore. So just a little funny. We're moving on. Just more flowers. I'm not a flower guy, but they're just right here beside the trail, and you can't help but look at them. They grab your attention. So cool. Spring is here. And so we're walking on, and we're getting closer and closer to Tennessee 91, where we will meet Gadget and her spouse and my nephew. So yes, Gadget is my sister. She doesn't know it yet, but that's my trail name for her. And anyone that knows her knows why I would say that, because she's always getting a hold of new gadgets and trying new gadgets. And I don't know. But yes, very happy she's coming. Very happy to see her. She's just a cool person in my life. If I was to say one thing, it would be she's probably one person in life that always believed in me. Even when I was very poor at believing in her, she continued to believe in me. And so, yes, indebted to her, and I will always look up to her because she's better than I am. Again, times of life, you make good decisions, bad decisions. She's always believed in me. So it's going to be cool. We'll spend tonight getting some good grub, and then sleeping in bed, and then we'll come out, and they're going to hike with me for a little bit tomorrow, and then they gotta, like I said, get back to work and the normal stuff. But even so, 24 hours is good enough. If that's all we can get, that's good enough. Great place to sit and take a break if it wasn't raining. So I'm here at the Rabbit Hole Hostel. So I was waiting for my sister, and this guy that was coming here stopped at the same parking lot where I'm supposed to meet my sister, and he was coming down here, which this is like less than 2 miles from the trail. So I just decided to come here and wait for her, which the management here is cool, didn't have a problem with. And I figured I'd just show you kind of, this is the bunkhouse. So sleeps, what, 12? Pretty well spaced out, pretty nice. And then they have a outdoor shower over there, latrine there, rooster somewhere, and then they have, I don't know how many private cabins, but the guy I was coming with went to the private cabin. So pretty cool little, and this place has awesome reviews. Everybody that stays here just raves about it. So definitely, if you're coming through here, worth a stop. And they rave about the milkshakes. So I am going to partake in mine right now. So Gadget and crew picked me up, and fortunately, because it was raining like crazy when I was at the Rabbit Hole, so very glad to get out of that. And then when we came back here, we went out to dinner and washed my clothes, and so I'm all set. I've got supplies, I've got clean clothes, I got everything I need. And again, when we were driving back here after dinner, it was just raining cats and dogs. So just a well-timed visit that got me out of the weather that we could have sustained ourselves, but why if you don't need to? Why be out in a gully washer when you don't have to? So very glad they're here. We'll get up tomorrow and we'll go for, like I said, hopefully a couple miles, hour or two, and then they'll have to turn back. But just glad to have them here. And, you know, good day, 12 miles. So not a far day, but, you know, knocked out a few, and more importantly, get to see family. So that's where I'll end it here, and I'll finish recovering and repacking my stuff, and we'll see you tomorrow.